Big boop. And for I had a watch that. I had to read that. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't come up in chat box like it's supposed to. It's not just me. I know it's not just me. It's a lot of people. Yeah. Oh, let me look. I think I was opening this. You're welcome! Ooh, Creatively Emma, hello, how are you? I did that in about 4 days. And now I feel like garbage because I did that. No, you spelt it right. Hold on, I'll It's amazing. Yeah. I love making those. I don't know, but it's alright because you fixed that. How are you? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. My mods start shouting some of these amazing people out, if y'all don't mind. Oh yeah, I think so. I don't know. You do it. I know, it's fine. I don't do it either. I mean, no, I try and then Jody yells at me. The heck? Sniffing the fake cool air. Aww. Yeah, Luna, don't give up. Sam, don't be telling the truth there, please. Please don't. I mean, what? You're on strike, that's alright. Acceptable. I'm on strike too. Just, I'm not sure what I'm striking. Ad's starting soon! So I'm gonna flip over. Actually, what I'm gonna do is put up one of the videos for Hope for the Day. Oh, that was loud. And yeah, I'm gonna put that on since the ad's starting, so I'll be back in a few minutes.
Mental health, like physical health, is something we all have. When we talk about mental health, it's usually about depression, anxiety, and thoughts of suicide. But what's not said is that it affects us all. Think of our mind like a bottle of soda. Life shakes us up. And inside, the pressure builds. That pressure is looking for somewhere to go. And if we don't release it, it grows. It grows to the point where we can't enjoy the things we used to, we can't leave the house, or even get out of bed. We have to find moments to open up and release it. It can be as small as sitting still and taking a deep breath. When we talk to each other about what's bothering us, the cap comes off and pressure releases. Forget the stigma, all of us need to talk about our mental health. Start the conversation with Hope for the Day. We are in this together.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm here for that. Oh yeah. I mean, if y'all don't know, I've been rooting for Liz to push for partner since December. Yeah. Oh, I love Jody's cute emotes. They are. I have them myself. Throne's not changed. What do you mean? Oh, gosh, it's my fault. Because I forgot I changed it. Yes, I have them somewhere up here. If you can find them, you can use. Aw, Steampunk, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot to change it back after Saturday. Oh, wait, Steampunk, do you stream? Do you? If so, we should shout you out too, because yeah, here for all the support, right? You got your holy macaroni and cheese. Everybody go follow Steampunk Hummingbird. Like, heck yeah, I'm doing it. Right there. Boom, followed. Oh, I already follow you. That's a me problem. Yar. It's fine. Thank you, Jody. Jody's like, ooh! New blood. I went out there and Vicks has like, I call it the blue medicine, but it's Vicks VapoCool. So I went and I took some of that, so my throat doesn't hurt as much now. Oh gosh, that is hydrate. Yes. I don't have food right now, Sam. I don't even care. Oh, go away. So when no treats because of this. Oh yeah, it's terrible. And like I take allergy meds anyways. Baby girl. So yeah, I don't think it's working too well. So that's why. See. Fog balls, toxic waste candy, popping sour candy, which is amazing. I love it. Charity. Mega Warheads, Bean Boozled, Toxic Waste Sour Candy, which I am more in. Yeah. Ooh. Which drawing? No, I have a question. Before you get drawing too much, do you do animated emotes? But I have so many to do. I can't remember if you do or if you paid somebody. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. I gotta think. So I give away my finished cross-stitch piece. Just learned about a month ago. Oh, okay, that's why I didn't realize. You hand me? Or all of them. I just grab all of them. Ahoy, oh, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. So we have this one. When it settles down there. That's not. Oh gosh, it's sideways. Y'all didn't tell me that. We have this one. And we have this one. And we have this one. Oh gosh. Sam! Thank you so much, Sam. I appreciate that. Gotta actually go over to my dashboard. Am I crossing? Purple and blue fabric? Where? This one? I dyed it. Aw, Sam, I appreciate it. Oh yeah, that one. I can dye it again. Then we got that one. I think that's all in here. I have more, but not right here. Ain't it pretty? Yeah, I don't like using just plain fabric. Yeah. There we go, I found. Oh, balls. Do I have those? I do. How dare Mr. Cat needs your attention. Yes. Thank you, Jody. Red or green? How do you gift a giveaway ticket? We had one of them is like one of the redeems is gift a giveaway ticket, and you can give it to somebody specific, or we can raffle it off on a Saturday. It's hard first, and then you can chew it. It gets chewy. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, that's true. Ooh, that's sour. That one hit me in the eye. I was like, wait, it's not sour. Oh, no. Yep. Redeemed all your channel points. That's alright. You'll earn more. That one hit me in the eyeball. Is that my Maple? Come here, Maple. Oh. Come on. You're woofing at me. Like, very quiet wolf. Oh gosh. I don't have any. Jay, I don't have any to go. She's like, what the heck? I don't have any going. But we can switch to, Maple. If I had one planned, yes, but we'll switch to Maple. So we can, give those points back. Is Maple a good switch? She's such a good girl. Ooh, that's exciting, Sam. Oh, big sigh. Yes, big sigh. I heard. I'm sorry. So we're less than 200 away from the next goal. Yeah, how exciting, right? I'm excited about that. She's like, hold me, Mom. Don't do anything else, just hold me. Like, just love me, Mom. I'll love your chat for you. Right? Oh, she snuggles all the time. She hates it in the morning when I get up for work because she knows that she can't stay in bed with me. She doesn't sleep in bed with me yet because, you know, I want her to know that her crate is, safe space for her. And she's good with it. She just likes her cuddles, and I love it. Can I work? Oh, okay. She'll sit here all night. Suddenly have to pull everything I used. Secret. Don't remember. She's not gonna get ginormous. She shouldn't be as big as Tonks. Oh, I'm sorry. It's like, I love you, Mom. It's such a good girl. Right? But she's around 15 pounds. We'll find out at the end of the month exactly how big she is. Hopefully she gets her rabies shot too, because if not, I have no way to license her. So she needs a rabies shot to get licensed. Oh, definitely. Right, Sam, right? May the odds be in your favor there. Yeah. Tonks was my previous dog, and she was a border collie. And she would lay in my lap if I would let her. But she wasn't tiny. I called her a lap dog. Maple has a car seat. I got her a car seat. It's so funny. Does anybody else hate crocheting into the chain? Because I loathe it. Horrifying. You don't mind it? Okay, so I don't mind it if I'm making like a blanket. Stay! We gotta make that happen. We gotta make it happen. Cat, on throne, put a dino costume for Nugget, because Dino Nugget, here we go. Oh yeah, Sam, I'm sorry. Whoa, I said cat. Sam, thrown it. Do it. Throw it. Toddler side. Okay, so we're gonna do some real talk about Hope for the Day, and I'm gonna ask some questions too. So, ooh, what are you stitching? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, and we have show and share to do later. So Hope for the Day is an organization that is making mental health awareness and care and discussion more accessible to everyone who needs it. And not just all 50 states, but also 26 other countries and in 17 different languages. What? That's a lot. Oh, yes, do it. Unfortunately, this is not 100% updated. I found out this is from last year, but suicide completion rates have surged to a 30-year high or more. I mean, high is, yeah. Globally, over 800,000 suicides are reported each year. And that's only reported. Yeah, in the US alone, over 121 individuals suicide on a daily basis. So Hope for the Day is trying to lessen that. So I know I showed one of the videos already, but we have 2 more videos to watch, and I'll pull them up during, beginning of AdSense. And if anybody wants to watch them again, I can always put them up whenever. But yes, so Hope for the Day is hoping to get more funding through charity to help everyone. Oh yes, there you go. I like it. I don't know if I have the right number of stitches or not, but well, yeah. Suggestion added. I forgot I put that on my throne, and then Steampunk was sending me gift suggestions. I'm like, huh? And I'm like, oh, that's right. I think it's great. It's a great way for like your community to help you figure stuff out. But yeah, we gotta have a Dino Nugget. Oh, is that awesome? Oh gosh, we're increasing even more. How many more rounds do we... Oh. Okay, not that many, I guess. Maybe. Small exchanges, that makes sense. Also, it's gonna be a little easier for me to actually, like, read chat today. Dino Nugget! Yes. I'm here for it. Maple, what's wrong? Does she have to... Is she by the gate? Oh, Gordy's over there. Hold on, Maple, I'll get you food. I gotta feed Maple quick. I didn't know she was out of food. She gets fed twice a day.
It's been 4 weeks
Pick me.
since you called, and I've been waiting here for you all along. I've been waiting here for you all along.
You say love me, Mom. Love me. And I will. I will love you.
Where you been?
Forever.
Where did you go? I wonder if you found what you're looking
Not sure
for.
where she'd go. Right there.
Wonder if you found what you're looking for. I hope it's not too late. I want you back here with me. We never should have said it's better this way. I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in two separate worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go.
If by chance you can say what you're working on, what are you working on?
It's been so cold without you here. We barely said goodbye before you disappeared. It's been so cold without you here. I'm not gonna lie, don't know what I'd do without you. Maybe we could try to figure out a way to put our past aside. I've realized I only want you.
Oh, sweet. She's sleeping in my chair now.
It's not too late. I want you back here
Well, you got this. As far as you can say, it's a Star Wars theme. Yes! I'm here for that.
I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in two separate
Love it.
worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I wanna hold you close. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't go. Say that you won't.
That's alright.
I'd rather be with you than someone I don't know. Now it's like we're living in two separate worlds. Come on back to me. Say that you won't go. I can't cope without you, and I
Yeah, Jack, I think for a little bit weighed more than her. Right, Maple? Yep.
say that you won't go. Say that you
No! No, I think I just started in a different spot.
say that you won't go.
He's 22 pounds? Oh my gosh, yeah, she's only like 15. But it's alright. Just let it happen. What kind of cat? We have 4 cats. We have Jack, Buttons, Java, and Bee. Don't think you've ever heard that song before. That's alright. You might not have. It might have always come on later. And I did hit randomized. Okay.
Over the clouds, across the ocean, I was trying to hide from my emotions, but now they're here to confront.
Gordy was in the kitchen and I think she wanted to play with him. Mixed domestic short hair, adopted him 2 years ago at 5 months old. His name is Luca. Ooh, I like that name. Can I go potty? Yeah? Okay, give me a second. Mabel's gotta go potty. Normally one of my kiddos run over when I say that and they're like, no, not. But that's alright. I'll take her outside quick. Sure. Robbie passed out on the couch. Aw. Careful with her, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it. Pudding! Hello, how are you? I hope all's well in your corner of the world. Came with his name, actually responded to his name before adopted, so rescue recommended not changing it. That's awesome. I love that. That is great. Come here, Luca, and he comes. Awesome. I go through the house saying buttons, just like that. He comes running. It's cute. I love it. Good stuff. You know, getting cats to understand their name is harder than dogs. But it's not impossible. Snapping of your fingers, awesome.